Hi everyone. As we move past segments, the next thing we need to worry about is an angle. And an angle, most people know what it looks like. You can see three of them near the bottom below, three pictures of them at the bottom below. But what old words have we already learned that you see inside the pictures of an angle? Well, you see a number of these objects. Those objects are called points. And you see things that look like this. And those objects, as we should know, are called rays. So, as I draw on the diagram here, angles are made up of two rays, not just one ray. And those two rays are called the sides. And they're sharing a common endpoint. And that common endpoint is called the vertex. We usually put letters to them here. So I'll put letter A, letter B, letter C. And this is angle ABC. We'll talk about that more in a moment. But as you can see here, you put that little symbol that looks like a diagonal side and a horizontal side symbol, and that symbol means we're talking about an angle. Angle ABC has sides, careful, not AB, but BA and BC, and it has a vertex of just letter B. So the sides are two rays. You have to start them from the vertex, and it does matter which letter comes first and which letter comes second. So BA is one of them, BC is the other of them, and vertex is B. Of the three things you're about to do on your assignment today, actually I shouldn't say there's three, it's probably more like 5 things to do on your assignment today, but the second and third most important things are going to be identify the sides, write a ray, make sure you put an arrow on top, like I'm highlighting now, arrow on top, and make sure you put the correct letter first and the correct letter second. The order of the letters does matter. All right, now what we did at the top with angle ABC, that's a little bit interesting here. Angles can always be named with that angle symbol and 3 letters, but it's not any 3 letters. Specifically the vertex in the picture above, letter B. The vertex is needing to be the middle letter. So there's multiple ways to name angles. One of the ways is with 3 letters with putting the vertex in the middle. If there's a number label, then there's another way to name it. You put the angle symbol in that number. If there's only one angle at that vertex, you can name it by the angle symbol and that vertex. In other words, sometimes you can name things with 1 letter. You can always name things with 3 letters, and you're going to have to know that. But sometimes you can name things with 1 letter. Now, just a note on this video. You may want to go back on this video and at times be paused right now so you can see the top and middle of the page. But as I scroll here, now I'm more in the middle of the page, and you might have to rewind the video and go back if needs be. But we can always name 3 letters with the vertex symbol being the middle letter. So I look at this first picture here, and this first picture on the left, I look at the letters QRS. Which of those is the vertex? Which is the common point that 2 rays share? And it's at Q, so I have to put that letter in the middle. I can go RQS, and that's okay. I can go SQR, and that's also okay. But Q has to be in the middle. There's no number label, so I'm not going to write anything in red, but there's only one angle at Q, so I can also call it angle Q, and that's an equally good way to name things. You just can't always do that, as we'll see in a moment. This next angle here, which letter is the vertex, T, U, or V? And you look at the letters, and you see the picture, and you see where the 2 rays touch each other. They touch each other at U, so U has to be the middle letter. It doesn't matter whether it's TUV or VUT, they're both equally good. There's a number in this picture. It's not how many degrees it is. We'll talk about what degrees of angles are soon. It's just a number. We can call it angle 2. And then, because there's only one angle at U, you can call it angle U. This angle in the middle has 4 possible names. All 4 of those names are equally good. Excuse me, there's not an arc marked in the picture here. So let me mark an arc in the picture here in purple. How big is that angle right there? Sorry, not how big, excuse me. What's the name of that angle? Well, if you look at the rays that we're talking about here, we're talking about this ray touches the purple, and this ray touches the purple. There's another ray in this problem over here on the left in yellow. That's irrelevant to this problem. We're only looking at the one with the purple arc mark, and so we look to see what letter is what letter is that common endpoint, W, X, Y, or Z, and the 2 blue rays touch at W. Okay, so then I have to call it with W in the middle. YWZ is correct, or put W in the middle, but put the other letters in the other order. ZWY. Either one is fine. Now, there's no numbers. I can't do something like the last one with angle 2. And lastly, there's not only one angle at the vertex. Take a look at the yellow angle here. That's also an angle at letter W. There's more than one angle W. There's an angle W here in purple and blue. There's an angle W here in yellow. There's an angle W that's angle XWZ. That's the entire thing of the yellow and blue put together here. So careful what I'm writing here. I'm writing angle W and then putting a big X through that thing. No, this picture here you cannot call angle W. All right, last little piece of information here. So if you have an angle, and let me draw a picture here. And I'll call this angle, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out some good letters that'll work out well. Let's go with J, K, L. We have different types of points. One type of point would be points on the interior of an angle. Interior is a fancy word for meaning inside. Inside would be somewhere between the 2 rays. So let's be clear that point I here is on the inside. Point, let's go with another letter here. I'll just go with H. And actually, let me move H a little bit farther away, all the way up here. This is also on the inside, because if you had those blue lines extended, excuse me, the blue rays extended, they would extend far enough that if they sort of closed like a mouth, they would close over both point I and point H. So I is a point on the interior, H is a point on the interior. Points on the exterior would be points outside. Let's be clear where outside could be. Exterior point could be like this point right here, E. It could be like this point I've just put on over there, X. E and X are interior points. Sorry, exterior points. So the 2 red ones, I and H, they're inside. The 2 points, E and X, they're considered outside. I just want to also be clear, there could be points that are neither. J and K and L are neither inside nor outside. I'm even adding a new point N, which is neither interior nor exterior. Anyways, this is what your classwork's going to be on, making sure you can do all these different skills. So let me scroll back for a moment here. First skill, can you name the sides of 2 rays, like up in the middle red, BA and BC? Can you put the right symbols in correctly and write it correctly? Skill number 2, can you name the vertex, just a single capital letter? Most important skill here in the middle of the page right now, can you name things with 3 letters and possibly every single way you can do it? Most of the problems will look like the one on the left, but can you do 3 letters one way, like angle RQS, and a second way, SQR, and a third way, angle Q? That's the most important skill of the day. And then the last skill you need to know is, can you tell me which points are inside and which points are outside, which points are interior, which points are exterior? And sometimes they'll be neither. Points don't have to be exterior, interior. Like N is neither, J, K, and L are neither. If they're touching the rays, they're neither interior nor exterior. This is IXL level, I believe, C.1. You're going to a score of 90. It's due today. Please get the classwork done. You have another video for homework that's not going to be due until Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever you want to get it done. That's going just a little bit farther on angles and their measures. Take care, everyone. Talk to you later.